Hi, everybody. I'm Charles Mead. I'm the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the Capillary Council of Boy Scouts here in Central Texas. And today I'm joined by Dave Aronson, who is our volunteer lead for the Sea Scouting program in the Capillary Council. And a lot of folks, I think, Dave, they know the Scouts BSA program, they know Cub Scouts, they recognize this uniform, they don't necessarily recognize that one. So, Sea Scouting is, in very simple terms, what?
Sea Scouting is the original high adventure program that is on the water, encourages on the water activities and scouts to learning and practicing their scouting values in a different environment that is more exciting and kind of and interesting to them because they have the freedom um, and responsibilities of learning how to sail and operate the boats.
And for a lot of folks, if you haven't heard of Sea Scouting before, would it be safe to say that it is scouting, but with the water maritime element included?
Absolutely, it's sailing with it's not just including sailing. And Sea Scouts covers. We have Sea Scouts that do scuba diving. The Sea Scouts that do paddlecraft, motorboating. It's really about water is a tool. Will like just like you would have camping and hiking for other parts of Scouts. This is really water is sort of the one kind of constant that Sea Scouts have. But there's any types of things that Scouts can do. We've had scouts that have gone to film a winter adventure and backpacked on frozen water, on snow and ice.
Right. I'm glad you brought up the point about, they don't know how to camp or when they find out about scouts. And similarly, somebody might say, well, I don't know the first thing about sailing or scuba or whatever the case may be. That's okay. We will teach you. And there's a ton of training and other activities that helps people be able to eventually just sort of literally jump, get their feet in the water and go.
That's right. It's easier to teach a scouter to sail than it is to teach a sailor to scout. Um, we provide scouting itself has a lot of great instruction and training, and we will train people up to be great leaders and scouts to learn all the tools they need. And we also partner up with other organizations to go through and get great training for the nautical side of things to build upon that.
And there's probably something that may be in the back of folks' minds is the idea of, well, all right, the name is Sea Scouting, but I'm here in the middle of Austin or Central Texas, and there's no sea near me. But that is a misnomer. It doesn't necessarily have to specifically address the idea of an ocean, offshore. There's a broad definition here that all of these programs and activities can happen. Whether it's at a lake, on a river, and then there's also the opportunity to have trips where you go and there are fantastic facilities where they can experience that ocean sailing and those type of activities.
That's correct. I mean, we have sailing in any place that there's water. We can scuba dive in a pool, right? There's as long as there's water involved, we can go through and do these activities. One interesting anecdote is a few years back there was a sailing race called the Aggie Cup down in the Houston area, and the winners came the winners came from Dallas and came from the Austin area, so they weren't anywhere near bays and gulfs. They were lake sailors that learned how to sail here, and were able to go through and show their chops.
So it's a lot of fun, and it really is. But there are also some additional benefits that you can realize by being in this program along the lines of, how people might get attracted to the Scouts BSA program with the idea of, I want to earn merit badges, I want to become an Eagle Scout. There is a similar structure there within the Sea Scouting program, not so much the merit badge side, although there's a ton of skills that you learn, but that rank advancement, you have the opportunity to earn an award that's exceedingly rare, even more so than Eagle Scout.
That's right. We have an award called the Quartermaster Award, and scouts can earn that. There are four ranks: apprentice, ordinary, able, and then quartermaster. And quartermaster has a project similar to an Eagle Scout project. It's I would say from the scouts I've seen doing it, it's harder to get than and Eagle Scout award. Now, the one thing that also can happen is we've had scouts that have completed their Eagle and completed it and gotten merit badges while being Sea Scouts because it's a complimentary program. It's not a competitive program to Boy Scouts.
That's an important point, and one I know we wanted to make was you can be co-registered in a Scouts BSA troop or a venturing crew at the same time that you're in a Sea Scout ship, and there are opportunities to work kind of across the board, whether it be the rank advancement, the other types of awards that you want to pursue. So it's not just a either or type of thing. In a lot of cases, you wind up seeing instances where you might have somebody who is in a Sea Scout ship, but they work at a camp staff for summer camp or any number of combinations. So that is an important thing that we want everybody to know, that you don't have to just do one or the other. You absolutely can be involved, and maybe by being involved in more than one of these programs, you might learn something that you might like that you didn't know that you.
Absolutely. The bulk of our, I would say the bulk of our scouts are in more than one unit. It's not uncommon for any of our scouts to be in a Sea Scout ship, a venturing crew, and a troop, a Scouts BSA troop, um, and on the rare occasion, every once in a while, we'll have a scout that has decided to take solely be in a ship and still continue and complete their Eagle through a Sea Scout ship. So the opportunity is there, available to whatever the scouts want to take advantage of, and we encourage them to take every opportunity they can.
So you will have a lot of fun. You'll make a lot of friends. You'll get to do cool activities. But there's the added potential benefit here of you might, through the activities and the different trips and all those experiences in sea scouting, you might wind up finding out this is something that you want to do as a career going forward, or at least within this area. And that doesn't have to just, maybe somebody might automatically think that that means the military. And yes, there are opportunities where that's concerned, but it can also be in a broader commercial sense. There are different opportunities that the stuff that you learn and do in Sea Scouts might just help you either get into a particular school or get into a particular career.
That's correct. We have some Sea Scouts that have gone on after Sea Scouting into professional life and have gone into military as officers and as enlisted. And we have people learning how to do commercial uh, piloting boats and tugboats, and we have scuba diving. There is really, it just opens up opportunities and gives them the ability to move on to what they kind of want to do.
I mean, commercial shipping too. I mean, like the tremendously large ships that you see out there, there's an opportunity, a foray to get into. If that's what you want to do, a lot of what you can learn in the program can help you in that respect too.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's some programs. In fact, there's some programs that they have down in Galveston, which so it's very very close. And we've had Sea Scouts, a number of Sea Scouts go directly from our Sea Scout program going to going to the Texas A&M Maritime program in Galveston.
So we're talking age group. If you're watching and you say, yes, I'm sold, can I do this? So either young men, young women, 14 to 20, and it's very easy. If you want to go either on our website, bsacac.org, there's a join link, and underneath that you'll find a listing for Sea Scouts, and you can go that way, or you can visit seascouts.org, and you'll have information about joining there. Or a third way is just to directly go, if you're ready, go to beascout.org, and find the Sea Scout logo, and you can find a Sea Scout ship, which is what these units are called, that's near you, and then you can join. Dave, maybe as a wrap up, do you have a favorite memory of your experience so far, whether it's as your position right now as volunteer or just Sea Scout dad? Because you've had a little bit of everything.
I think my favorite memory is there's a competition camp out that they do called Minto Rendezvous, which is kind of like, if you take the Scouts BSA, kind of like a camporee. So we had ships from all over Texas, Louisiana, and I can believe a couple other another state. And they all came together and they do competitions with each other, and they built what's called a flotsam flotilla. They built cardboard sailboats, and they compete in the pool, and they try to complete a course. And just the camaraderie and everybody cheering everybody else on was wonderful to see.
It probably doesn't go exactly according to plan, I guess.
It's very often they go 2 feet and they sink in the water.
Well, I hope that we've given you at least a little bit of an introduction to this program that you may not know a lot about, but you might like a whole lot, called Sea Scouting. And again, you can find information whether you visit our council's website at bsacac.org or seascouts.org. And from there, you can find information about the program, how to join, or to contact somebody and to ask some other questions. So Dave, thanks so much for your time. And folks, I hope that you'll look into Sea Scouting as a program that might just be for you.
The core elements of the Sea Scout program are the 4 S's. Scouting. Sea Scouts live by the Scout Oath and Scout Law every day in every way. This means being prepared and living by the sea promise. Seamanship. For the safety of your shipmates and your ship, you'll learn all about boating, navigation, splicing, how to drive a boat, all that cool stuff. Service. Serving your community, your ship, the Scout program, and all those who have trustingly learned to turn to a Scout for help. Social. This is the reward for the first 3 S's. We have a lot of fun. So basically, we are Scouts with boats and the original Scout program for teens.